Let's get rolling, baby. Demo day!
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center.
Hey guys, what's going on? Go to the goalie here. Fun day today, bit of a different video, kind of a vlog style video, because today is demo day at United Cycle. We get to try out a bunch of new gear, including the Brian's Eclipse, the Bauer Shadow, the CCM AXIS, which is one that I think I'm going to try for sure. There's also going to be the Warrior G7s, just a whole bunch of new goalie gear. We got an ice time at like 10 a.m. this morning. Figured give us enough time to get some brekkie in, get to the rink. We got the gear all ready to go here. And I guess all we needed to bring was like our stuff aside from gloves and pads, which feels really, really weird. But we get to try on all the new stuff. So got everything in the bag here to go. We got the mic ups set up, and we've got the GoPro as well to hang on the glass behind me, because we get 45 minutes on ice with a goalie coach. So we get some coaching as well today. So we're just about to head out to the rink. I'll start recording when we get there as well, so you can kind of see how everything's set up, and then we'll switch to the GoPro on the glass. Hopefully, cross our fingers, we can chat with some reps while we're there too. And it should be a good time. Let's get rolling, baby. Demo day!
So, sorry I forgot to record my way in, but basically this is the CCM room, and I decided to try out the CCM AXIS first. This is Caitlin with CCM Goalie. She's the one who helped me get all kitted up throughout the day, hooking me up with pants, chesty, helmet, pads, glove, and blocker, and a stick as well. So thank you, Caitlin, over at CCM Goalie for hooking your boy up with all the latest gear. So she's going to go over a bunch of stats of the glove, blocker, and pads, so I'll leave that there. I'll throw some graphics on the screen to kind of help explain what she's saying.
We have the other break, but this is the 591 specifically. Okay. So most of the improvements are focused around just better closure off the shelf, eliminating some of the bunching that was happening here, where it was too kind of puffy almost with the design.
Right.
And then internally, it has the cross-form strap that we introduced before, but honestly, this is our most quickly adopted pro feature. So a lot of our guys, even in like a 580, want this feature specifically. So that's still there. And then for the fingers, we have a new index and pinky loop. Both are adjustable, so if you want it tight or loose, you can do that. But it gives it more of a traditional finger stall feel, but still kind of within our new system. I mean, you can sit it on, see what. And it, honestly, it catches everything. So some people aren't sure about the new stuff, but when they go on the ice, it just, everything's corralled into the pocket.
That closure is amazing.
So big step up from like our AXIS 2.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Wow. Okay. I like
and then blocker, honestly, just very comfortable. We have a more ergonomic palm than a lot of the palms out there, so it's a little more fitted.
That's good touch.
D3O, of course. And the sidewall's a new design, so when it comes to just overall mobility and holding your stick, it's just going to kind of slot in a little bit better there.
That's the quick spiel on the glove and blocker. Now I was getting ready to put the pads on, not using the strapping, so this is how she explains kind of what's going on with the straps.
This strap, not being elastic and being secure, is incredibly important to maintain your stability and proper rotation of the pad. Not everyone has a secure strap, but that's one of the studies we did a few years ago, specific to strapping with our biomechanics partner at Dalhousie. And then internally, so we've adjusted it. It used to be more of a middle of the calf, now it's more top of the calf. Again, just pro requests that we were getting. We were doing tech packs to raise it up, so we decided to bring it to retail. But instead of just having it like professor strap, where it's super thin, it starts more at the base, so you still get connection along the full calf muscle area, but then it ultimately secures closer to the top. And it is very adjustable. It's very subtle, some people miss it, but it is a new adjustability element that gives you an extra 5 inches of adjustment.
Oh, so you can move this part here.
Oh, wow. Exactly. Even though I tend to think AXIS goalies, stiff pads, they want loose strapping overall.
Right.
Some goalies still want to have a tighter AXIS pad.
I like mine pretty
it allows you to really, like I said, it's 5 inches and extra of adjustment. And then, this strap is obviously adjustable depending on where you want it. Keep the knee open or have it more secure. This is our sure grip. It does come in a 3-year can choose whichever one you like. And yeah, complementing the rest.
Wicked.
Did you
All right.
see the new speed channel? So this is our biggest feature though.
No.
So, yeah, so it's tapered, but then our big thing is, a lot of times when you start modifying shape here,
Yeah.
you lose balance and stability if you're just kind of landing on a single piece of contact point. But with this piece actually sits parallel with the inside edge.
you play
So
goalie
you
for?
maintain full balance, but you move faster. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Bootstrap, I see.
I think that's just stock is no bootstrap.
Okay.
And then for the demo and for a lot of our demos, they put it on just so that you have. If you want to take it off, you can. But if you want it, it's
stock.
there.
And are these stock as well?
Yeah, that's our new
Interesting.
system.
Okay.
And also something that it's like a set it and forget it. So depending on
Yeah.
the lacing pattern you use under your cowling or your holder, you can basically just pop the knot out, secure it wherever you want, and then trim it.
Nice.
And then the last thing really is that it's a new rebound foam on the inside, so a lot more pop.
A lot of information to take in that first little bit. Basically, the AXIS XF has a new leg channel. The calf wrap is tapered a little bit more to suit your leg. The glove is a new 591 break with double T pocket skate lace, which is amazing. That's the one thing I think that impressed me the most. That I was kind of surprised because CCM gloves in the past have kind of been known, especially the E-Flex 6 and the E-Flex 5s, even the AXIS 2 glove, for being really uncomfortable. The pinky loop and the thumb loop, or the finger loop, I can't remember which one it is, felt really good. I know there's not traditional finger stalls on all the spots, but on those two, it definitely felt really, really easy to close. And I started out with a 34 plus 1.5, because the sizing they have is 1.5, and they were, or 33 plus 1.5, and it was too big. They felt really enabling, and right here, we had a one-on-one with the goalie instructor, and I noticed that the toe ties were extremely, extremely, extremely loose. So the new toe tie system they have, you can keep it on if you want. It's not a big deal breaker for me because I just put my pro laces on, so I had to swap this out later on. But basically the pad super stiff, rebounds were good. Once I kind of got everything dialed in on the 32 plus 1.5, I felt way, way better. So we got about 45 minutes on ice with a one-on-one instructor. So let's talk about the different things in the different blocker, glove, and pads. One other thing to note, I know like you, I'm a beer league goalie. I don't want to spend tons of money on pro level gear. They do have a Midline AXIS XF brand coming. It's called the AXIS F9. And basically all of the strapping and toe ties, all of that is the same. Even the leg channel and the knee block is the same. The only major difference is the foam inside the pad. So the midline level pad, you're not getting as stiff as rebounds coming out, but they're still going to be pretty hot. So just a flag there, like myself, if you're interested in the midline pad, they do have one coming. I'm going to try and get my hands on one to review. So first things first, let's talk about this glove, because I was a little nervous about the CCM glove, hence why I wanted to try the AXIS XF. And this is us just doing a little bit of hand warm-up, and I was amazed. Like Caitlin mentioned in the beginning there, it catches everything in quotations, and it really did. Every puck that I was trying to grab went in the pocket. It felt really nice. Bad goal there, that's my fault. Like it felt good. That's just the only way to describe it. With the pinky loops and the finger loop, it wasn't much, because you don't have the traditional finger stalls, but it felt really good. Blocker 2 felt really light, and it felt like I could direct rebounds exactly where I wanted it to go, which in previous years when I had like my E-Flex 4s and E-Flex 3s, you know, the older pads, the rebounds weren't as hot, but the trend is leaning towards hotter rebounds. That's a great example right there, just shot way up. And like I said, the glove just really, really surprised me. I was quite amazed with how it felt. So moving on to the pads themselves. And like Caitlin mentioned in the beginning there, they're meant to have a stiffer core this year to really kick rebounds out. And you can see there, the puck is gone. Hard to say where they compare with Bauer and True. And this left side of these shots here coming in are just user error. I was having a lot of struggle trying to kick him out. There's a good example just how far it goes out. The only issue I did notice is if it catches the boot, it kind of has a weird rebound pop off because of the angle of the boot. But overall, like you see on the right side of these, like it is kicking pucks way out. There's a bad example of me not being a good goaltender. But from us beer leaguers, you know, these pads were great. They kicked rebounds out. They felt light, which is the biggest thing. and they slid really well as well. We did some drills here where we're sliding across to make saves, and no issues whatsoever. They didn't obviously feel like my Warriors with the slide plate on, but they did slide really well. I'll show you an example here. So as a beer leaguer, never done practice drills before. Bear in mind, this is the best of my ability at this point in time. My legs were jello as well, but they slid really well. It felt like I could confidently get from post to post, no issues, with just a single push here. You can see a sled way out, great rebound control of the blocker. Said that one of the quarter, and felt good. Felt really good overall. So right here, I made the decision to swap to the smaller pads to see how they felt. So let's jump into that. And you could tell right away I was already feeling good. They were a little bit shorter, a little bit more mobility. We tightened the toe ties up since I couldn't take them off, so they felt way easier to move around. And if I were to order these pads, because they do sit a little bit higher, a little bit more stiff, I'd probably go down a size. So I'm normally a 33 plus 1.5, so this would probably go down to a 32 plus 1.5. So right here, we're just running through some more drills, kind of sliding across and getting blocker and low pad saves. And shout out to ATC Goaltending here. They were the ones kind of putting on the clinic, and they had all the goalie coaches out here. Amazing that you could have essentially a free one-on-one session while trying new goalie gear out. So it was amazing. Highly, highly recommend. Check them out. They do some good stuff. And you can see here, the rebounds just fly off these pads. Like, I was quite amazed with CCM in... Overall, again, it's hard to judge durability and quality, but overall, everything felt really good, especially the glove and blocker and the pads once I went down in the size. I felt really comfortable in them. I know this is the Pro Line model, and a lot of us aren't going to spend that much money on Pro Line models. Some of us will. But with that midline price point, you get basically the same amount of features in everything, except for the glove. You don't get the D3O in the palm, which is fine for us beer leaguers most of the time. But everything else stays the same. So if you're interested in those midline pads, subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, because I will be doing a review on those this summer for sure. But overall, you know, I'm not a pro goalie. I'm a beer leaguer just like you. And we all know how new gear excites us. So being able to get on the ice and test this, I can't thank CCM enough. I had the AXIS XF helmet. They put me in the pants. They had me obviously in the pads, glove and blocker, even the knee guards. They threw me in everything for this event and let me try out the stick as well, which is really, really good. It was super light. Again, hard to judge durability and everything, but it's the lightest stick I've held so far compared to my True and Warrior. So it was super lightweight. And shout out to ATC Goaltending and United Cycle for throwing this event. It was so cool to be able to attend and share my thoughts with you on the CCM gear. Really interested in picking up a set of Axis in the near future, I think. I wasn't able to try True, Bauer, or the new Warrior G7s, which are very interesting as well. But for this review and overview specifically, after being on the ice for about 45 minutes with them and not swapping and sticking with CCM, I think they're going to be making a comeback in terms of competing with the other brands, because we all know they had a bit of a struggle with the E-Flex once they split from Lefebvre, but the glove felt amazing. The 591 break with the double T pocket, and the blocker really had rebounds popping off of it. So highly recommend you check out, if you can, a set of CCM. Go demo them, see for yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.